I'd find something else to do.
That's great. You know, your reputation precedes yourself in Gainesville in general. You
Great,
have
thanks.
this kind of celebrity status, and I've been to your practice, and absolutely very different. You know, from the time you walk in the door, it looks different.
Very
You know,
proud of it.
was that
Yeah.
done with intention?
Without a doubt. Like I said, everything we do, we want to be different. We want people to know when they walk in, they're going to expect something different than what they used to have. And so everything we do, from the point where you walk in, from the way my team interacts, we really try to do everything just a little bit differently. And you know, for the most part, I guess it's kind of unfortunate that what we're doing is perceived as different, because really, quite honestly, I mean, the biggest thing that we do is, you know, we're healthcare providers, and we never lose track of that, and we get to know our patients. And you know, I guess it's too bad that in a lot of practices, you know, that's considered as different, or that, you know, people have kind of lost track of that.
And that's the personalized care that you mentioned earlier.
Absolutely.
You know, you mentioned something else that strikes me as different as well. You mentioned you and your team, your dental team. I've never heard of a dentist mentioning their dental team. What is that?
Well, a dear friend of mine once said, "Staph is an infection." You know, so he taught me that, and what I decided to do was, you know, just pretty much eliminate that terminology from my vocabulary, and I just said, you know, I have a team, and I've surrounded myself with some of the best people at doing what they do. And, you know, and it's not necessarily about, you know, maybe the technical aspect of what we do, but we've made sure that I've surrounded myself with people like myself that are really inspired to do the best they can and love taking care of people. And so one of the things we get I get a lot of letters, a lot of comments. You know, sometimes I'm a little jealous because the team's probably, you know, getting more presents and gifts than I am. But and sometimes they spend more time with the patients than I do, and that's great. But they do a great job, and I'm really, you know, honored to have to get to work with people that, you know, they're not just you know, they're not just my team, but they're also my friends, and we like it that way, and we're going to keep it that way.
I've had the privilege of being around your team before, and I can only agree with you 100%. Just amazing people who understand the concept of personalized care that you mentioned, and truly go out of their way to create experience for people. So
Well, that didn't happen overnight. You know, we spend an unbelievable amount of time at continuing education, and while I do lecture and teach all over the country, you know, almost every week or every other week, a lot of times they're going with me. They help teach all over the country with me, and by no means, you know, are we going to sit on our butts. You know, we want to keep getting better.
Sure.
And so, you know, technology in healthcare and all types of fields, you know, you really have to make a commitment to doing that. And so we're still, I mean, as you know, as good as we think we are, we know that that we can be better. And you know, I'm doing the best I can right now, and you know what? And next year I might be doing something a little different, and I hope I'm doing a whole lot better. And my team shares that passion for, you know, that pursuit of excellence. And they're awesome. So you know, they make sacrifices too, because it's not just about going and taking courses. I mean, they're doing that for the betterment of what we do, and taking care of patients and customer service, and just delivering the absolute best in healthcare and dentistry that we can. And you know, it's not just about going and learning technical stuff. I mean, but you know, they make those sacrifices, and they go and, you know, times away from their families and give up their weekends. And why do they do that? They do that so that maybe they can pick up something that might just help that one person have a better experience. Thus, maybe they have a better experience and they're healthier for the rest of their life.
dedication to the concept.
Yeah.
Exceptional dentistry, team, striving for excellence. Those are all great things that describe your practice and who you are and the people that you work with. Tell me a little bit about, do you have somebody that you've worked on recently that just really exemplifies everything that you just put into words?
Well, you know, Yeah, I do. I don't think you have enough time to go over as many people as I have, and
Sure.
they would actually love to just sit here, and they'd probably love to talk with you. And you know, one in particular that I kind of look at is Patsy, and you know, Patsy, as you can see already, I mean, she is just you know, she's a really you know, attractive lady. And all we were kind of looking for was, you know, how can we just go and kind of rejuvenate her smile? Well, it wasn't just about her smile when we come in. There were some things as far as just old dentistry that just needed to be updated. And the stuff that she had done, when it was done, you know what? That was the best we had in dentistry. Nowadays, it's not. Now, we went in and we fixed some things with it. Not only her smile, we got the teeth healthier. We were able to do some things to help her with her bite, which not only helped her, her smile and her teeth feel better, and as far as just functioning, but you know, health-wise, you know, she feels better. Little aches and pains, neck, headaches, things like that are now helped by going and getting things back in alignment. And again, you look at it now, and now it's natural, and she's amazing. I mean, you know, she was a pretty lady before, and you know, all we did was just enhance her. And I don't know, I look at her and I think enhanced hotness, you know. So, but she's awesome, and she's not just a patient. She's, you know, like many of ours have become our dear friends, and again, it's a privilege and honor to get to do this, and dentistry is so powerful. I mean, you know, we get to play a role not only in making her feel better from a health standpoint, but from an aesthetic and how she feels. And a lot of dentists have kind of lost sight of that.
Well, it's obvious that exceptional comes to mind in everything you've said and the things that I've seen, and obviously with Patsy, just phenomenal changes that you're able to make. You know, if there were one thing that the people out there in Gainesville and the surrounding communities were thinking about, you know, trying to find somebody that shares that same value that you do, looking for a dentist that would be able to go above and beyond, what is it that you want to tell somebody out there that they might not know about Dr. Art Mowery? Not, you know, not the rock star dentist of Gainesville, the go-gator kind of guy, but what would you want them to know about Art Mowery?
I guess that that you know, a lot of people think that, you know, all I treat is celebrities and models, and that's absolutely not the case. While some of our patients, you know, after maybe we see them and get to tweak and enhance some things, they become celebrities and models.
Right.
Now we're really, I guess I'd want them just to know that, you know, if somebody was looking for, you know, just a dentist, you know, a place for themselves, a place for their family, and they just know that someone's going to really look after them, you know, that we're really the place for it. And that, I don't know, I guess we kind of covered it, but I would just always want people to know that I love what I do, and I would never, you know, sit around and just settle for the success that we've had, and that you know, we're constantly changing and always getting better.
Well, Art, it's been a complete pleasure to spend this little bit of time with you, and absolutely you've given myself and the people watching a glimpse of your practice and how exceptional you are, and the team that you work with, and the changes that you're able to make, and thank you for spending time with us.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Matt.
You've been watching Doc Talk. I'm your host, Dr. Matt Bynum, and we were just speaking with Dr. Art Mowery from Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators.